Well, thank you everyone for coming in for freedom, because this is why we're here, is for freedom! And you know what's one thing that I wanted to point out is this government today that we have is no different than the government yesterday that enslaved my friends and my family, my people, to the crown. Okay?
So it's not a water.
So what that means is you need to think about when you mamas, you mama bears, you mothers, you mama bears, all right? When you're due for your next baby, do not, and I repeat, do not register your babies with the government that will enslave them as tax cattle for the next 100 living years that they live. Because that is what a birth certificate is, okay? If you guys really want to fight this war against the government, the way you do it is with your children, okay?
Right.
Because they know that the children are the prize. Why do you think they went after the children in the public schools, okay, for vaccinations? Is it any different than when they went after the indigenous mothers protecting their indigenous children from the government and their residential schools? No, it is no different, okay? So know that every single party of government, whether they're red, they're blue, they're pink, they're any color of the Skittles rainbow. Can you taste the tyranny, guys? Can you taste the tyranny? Because I can. Every single time they say that they're not going to enslave us to a system of control, they do. So now's the time to wake up and stop registering your children to a system of slavery, because that is what government is. At the end of the day, if you look up the etymology of government, all right? Government comes from the Latin word of gubernare, which means gubernare, to control. Mentis, ment means mind. So if you look at the very etymology of the word of government, it literally means mind control. And you're sitting here wondering about the little floor, like the stickers on the floor, telling me I need to social distance and all of this literal bullshit. And I'm sorry, children, for my language, but it's bullshit. Because that's what the government wants you to believe. They'll sit there and pump that through MSNBC, CTV News, MSNBC, all of the bonds paid for propagandists that they fund. And fuck CTV News, because they're communist pieces of shit. And they really fucking are. Every single mainstream media news outlet today that has reported on everything has been sitting here and misconstruing actual truth and information, because you know who they work for? They work for the government, the same government that is working to enslave your children. So why are you going to register them to the same institution that enslaves them? So, mamas, women, your next children that you have, do not register them to this system of control. Do not register your babies to the government of Canada, because that is how they own you. They own you through your birth certificates, okay? You want to create freedom babies? You want to know how you create freedom babies? You do not register them to the government. This is why the government hates us natives, okay? They hate us and they want to get rid of us. That's why they tried so hard through the residential school system. And I'm still here, granddaughter today, of a living survivor of the residential school system, and that is why I am here today, and I am speaking, and I am telling you, do not, and I repeat, do not continue to register your children to this system of slavery, because that is what it is. If you want freedom, babies, don't register them when they send you that intimidating paperwork, because I've gotten that intimidating paperwork too, okay? And you know what? I folded like a house of fucking cards because I was scared. I was scared that there wasn't enough people who would stand with me for me and my children against this government of tyranny, because that is what they are. It's us versus them, and they have made it clear. They have made it crystal clear. How many people are there in Canada today? They say there's a projected 36 million of us, and I've done the math. I have researched how many operating police officers there are in this country, and we outnumber them. Remember that! Remember the 5th of November, the day that we take back all the shit that the government has taken from us and our children, because the only way that you are ever going to achieve freedom is if you are willing to die for it. Okay? All right? And I say this as an Indigenous woman. We have fought this system since 1492. And if you guys want to survive against this system, you have to fight for your rights. You have to. Because as soon as you lay down, they will fuck you like a dog. All right? Look at how much money these cops are making. Right here. These fucking pigs right here. How fucking much money are you fucking making off of my tax dollars right now, you fucking pigs?
I thought they didn't pay taxes. Mic drop.
Nice. Had to give a bit of a plus to that.
That's awesome.
Just call them out right in front of their fucking
And your kids are gonna go for this fucking bullshit. Like, who the fuck?